Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today my beautiful client has come in for a redesign, and we have sanitized everything and filed back down to a clear layer or a thin layer. I've done all my prep work on all the natural nails, and now I'm coming in with Perfect Peach and doing a colour block nail on this ring finger. So I'm just trying to really tuck it in nicely around that cuticle area and come up making like a slight V. Like a V small, well, I wouldn't even say small line, just a V cut out section. And when that starts to set a little bit, I'm going to come in with some dental floss and then just cut into that to make it nice and sharp. So I've just put the glitter pops under there, under my client, so her finger is secure while I just try and cut that acrylic away. As you can see, it just leaves you with a nice, super sharp line. This was so hard to do on this hand, especially with the camera right in front of my face. So there is the little V that we're going to then leave. And then I'm just going to take that dental floss again and just cut into that to create like a crisscross inside that. And as you can see, it was so difficult getting it to go back towards the cuticle area. It had already started to set, obviously. And it was just really hard to try and get it in there. This design was inspired by the Nail Boss. I'm sure you have all heard of him. So whilst I'm letting that set, I move on to the pinky, and I'm coming in with CJP Mulberry. Now this colour is one of my absolute faves. It is a fave. Like whenever I do my own nails, I just have this colour because I love it so much. I love the dark burgundy, deep reds. I love all those dark colours. And it's so easy to work with as well, which is an absolute bonus. So yeah, we're just going to do a full nail of that. Just bringing it down that nail there and then just taking off any excess off the end. And that is that. So then we're going to go straight onto the ring finger, where I've put a clear base down into that growth area. And then I'm using this stunning glitter from the Glitter Fairy, and this is the Rose Gold Hollow. And it is one of the caramel collections. I've had this for the past 2 years now and I absolutely love it. So I'm just placing a thin layer of that all on this nail because this is going to be a full glitter nail. And then I'm just going to pat in some wet Opal Fire flakes, also from the Glitter Fairy, in there. Obviously didn't show me doing that bit. So moving back to the ring finger, the colour block, we're just going to file those edges nice and sharp, even sharper than they already were. And then I'm going to come in with coconut milk down one side of the nail, bringing that down, just patting it right into that little corner, getting it right down that side wall. Obviously not touching any of the skin because we do not want that. Just thought it needed a bit thicken up there, so I'm just taking another bead slightly wetter to make sure it gets right in that little crack. Tucking it in and bringing it down. And then again, I'm going to take that dental floss when it starts to set up just a little bit. Because if you do it too wet, it's just going to go... And we don't want our acrylic to go blah, blah, blah. So I'm just putting it in same line as that V from the little nude area. Yes, and I don't advise touching the acrylic with your hands. Do as I say and not as I do. And then I'm just putting that dental floss again in that same line from the nail bed area straight into that white. So this index finger is just going to be another full nail of mulberry. So just placing that bead down, tucking it right into that cuticle area, staying away from any of the skin because I don't want to stain it, especially as this like colour is so pigmented and so dark. The last thing I want to do is get this all around her skin. So I'm just patting, pressing and dragging that bead all the way down that nail. And don't worry if it doesn't stretch all the way. You can just pick up another bead and then just feather it back into the bead you've already applied. And because this is a strength powder, there's no need for me to cap these nails, which is a bonus as well, because then you don't get any of those like crystallized bits, which you can get when you're using dark colours when you're capping them. And then I'm just going to encapsulate that glitter nail. The thumb nail was just another full glitter nail, so I don't think you'd want to see me do that again. So just capping that using a slightly wet bead, pulling it down the nail, making sure all that glitter is covered. Then the cuticle bead, just placing it on the nail, tucking it into that cuticle. Just wanted to clean my brush a bit there, it was going a funny shape. And then just patting it all the way around and then just dragging that bead down and blending into the nail. Voila! So then going back to that colour block, and I'm just going to file that side again. And then I am going to come in with that beautiful mulberry and then place it down that other side. I'm not going to cap this nail either, so I'm making sure that I'm building up all my strength and everything with the colours that I'm using. And because these nails aren't very long, there is no need for me to have a really prominent apex, because they're more or less overlays now. Just taking off any of that excess there at the end. And then again, I'm going to come back in with that dental floss. I'm going to follow the line from the nail bed area and just slice into it like so. And then when that's all set, I'm coming in with this Rose Guild Superfine from the Glitter Fairy. And I'm just going to like tuck it into all those lines we've created with that dental floss. There was no need to cap this glitter. It didn't, like when I filed into it, it didn't go silver and lose all its rose gold. So that was really good. You know, it doesn't tend to usually matter filing on when you're doing these kind of designs. So anyway, all the nails were set, and here is me filing in that nail. So you can just where you see all those beautiful crisp lines coming through. So I'm using this flat head barrel bit from the gel bottle. Love this bit. And I love how sharp those lines came out. The only issue I did have is obviously when I started then hand filing with my hand file, I started filing away, like the lines started vanishing, and I was so heartbroken. So all I did to rectify that was just take a thin striping brush, go over those lines, and then just sugar some of that glitter over the lines, just so they were a little bit more, you could see them more. Look at that, beautiful. So then when all the filing was done, I'm going to come in and top coat, just using a nice thin layer of this, and then I will cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. When my client comes out, I will allow it to cool down for just a minute before I go in with cuticle oil, because obviously I don't want to dull the shine on these nails. Although I was really gutted about having to draw the lines on after, I really loved this set. My client loved this set. I think it's perfect for autumn. Just beautiful. And I love those dark colours, and teamed with that rose gold, I just really was happy. And that is the end. I've left a little clip as always for you to see the final result. And if you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do hit that bell as well, so you never miss when I upload. I love all the support I get from you guys. It really does make it all worthwhile. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all again in my next one. Bye bye.